Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This film is rated M for sex scenes. As an avid fan of Emma Mackey, given that she's the star of my favourite show of all time, Sex Education, my interest was piqued when she was announced to be portraying Emily Bronte in a biopic. So this is Kia's Reviews, and this is my review of Emily.
Try it.
Freedom in thought.
Oh, pathetic attempt. Look, freedom in thought. Come on, really get behind it.
Freedom in thought.
Come on, give it some welly. Freedom in thought.
Freedom in thought!
Emily Jane. I think Reverend Miller might have just fallen off his chair in the rectory.
Emily is another biographical film that now focuses on Emily Bronte, but it goes down the typical tropes of a generic period piece, lacking in originality or bringing anything new to the table. However, the major saving grace is Emma Mackey's beautiful and incredible portrayal of the author of Wuthering Heights, and carries the entire film's weight on her back. She executes a thrillingly emotional performance that genuinely is the best in her career, and for her alone, Emily is definitely worth watching. There isn't much to say about the film as a whole, but when it comes to certain sequences where a lot of powerful impacts need to be made, Mackey delivers incredibly. Her focus on nailing the mannerisms and elevating each line of dialogue that she has to deliver is amazing to watch. She commands this film, and while the supporting cast can be decent most of the time, they never reach her level of professionalism and commitment, making her the obvious standout. Her tears feel real, as her haunting yet gorgeous performance is one that is sure to stick with you after seeing it. She continues to prove that she deserves a place in being one of the best up-and-coming Hollywood actresses of recent memory. Even though the dialogue is fairly solid, the execution of quite a bland, cliched and unoriginal but retold story is beyond boring, unfortunately, as it does nothing that hasn't already been done in these period pieces before, but also unfortunately there is no attempt to go about these traditional tropes in a new, fresh way. It can be a particularly compelling movie at times, but when it's retelling the story of such a celebrated author with one of the biggest novels in history, the execution of her story doesn't go down well with the effort that is seemed to be put in. The cinematography along with Emma Mackey's portrayal is very beautiful, with some of the visuals truly looking like a painting, but aside from those two strong aspects, there isn't a lot to admire about Emily. And as someone who was looking forward to learning more about the Bronte family and Emily herself, it was quite a disappointing watch, even though I'm glad that I saw it. The pace is extremely uneven and slows down at the points where the story needed more depth and a quicker pace. Instead, it takes away from the enjoyable experience that could have been had with Emily, and instead leaves the audience wishing that the 130-minute runtime could have been a lot shorter.
What about Weightman's sermon?
The actual words were all right.
He speaks with such poetry, such truth.
But any man can speak. What I want to know is, can he actually do?
Do what? An empty plate. So, I don't think we've been properly introduced. Mr. William Weightman.
Emily was certainly a movie that I was very much looking forward to, and the aspects upon which I was excited for definitely delivered, as Emma Mackey crafts a magnificent performance as Emily Bronte, but is let down by the bland story and lack of a truly new and original plot. I felt like I didn't learn all that much about Emily herself, and since that's what this film should have done to service its audience, it becomes an unfortunate letdown. For Frances O'Connor, it's a solid directorial debut after having acted in many films previously, but unfortunately the film fails where it really needed to succeed. If not for Emma Mackey's committed performance, this would have been a lot worse. It's worth watching just for Mackey, but aside from that, there isn't anything particularly special here, so I'll give Emily a 6 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching. Are you going to see Emily? Let me know below. As always, be sure to have a look at my previous reviews of A Man Called Otto and Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Letterboxd and Instagram for all of my latest movie reviews. This has been Kia's Reviews, signing off for now.
Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.